What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. Today, I'm going to break down how you can achieve so much in the next 24 hours that it feels illegal. This is a three-part system. The third step in the system is something I have literally never talked about on this podcast before. So you're going to want to stick around for that. The first two, you're going to hear them. You're going to go, okay, yep, check, I can do that. Third one, it's a game changer. So step number one, we're going to use Parkinson's law to our advantage. Parkinson's law simply states that a project or the scope of work expands to fill the time allotted. So if you allow yourself 12 hours to get something done, it's going to take you roughly 12 hours to get it done. If you only give yourself 30 minutes to get it done, you're going to get it done in 30 minutes. So the way that we use this is by setting strict deadlines. We don't give ourselves more time than we're strictly going to need. And we want to make it kind of competitive, even make it so it's a stretch to get the thing done. One of the ways I like to do this is, let's say with emails, I go in there and I'm like, okay, I have 15 minutes to clear my inbox. You can get a lot of damage done when you go in there saying, I have 15 minutes to sprint through this, rather than saying, I'm going to get this done and however long it takes me, right? Or I'm going to give myself an hour for it. So that's number one. We're going to use Parkinson's law to our advantage. We're going to set a deadline. We're going to set a timer to go along with it. Number two is we're going to design our environment in a way to reduce the likelihood of distractions appearing in the first place, right? We talk about how focus is the ability to direct your attention with intention. The thing that stops you from focusing is distraction. It's when something comes along and you're no longer directing your attention with intention. It's now being directed without intention, right? And so we want to remove distractions from occurring in the first place. We want to design our environment in a way that we can stay locked in, stay in the flow state. We don't get distracted with people coming in, or distracted with funny smells, or with bright lights, or, loud sounds. We want to control for all of that. And I've talked about this a lot in other podcasts. I'm not going to go too deep into it right now, but the three things I like to control for is the audio distractions. So noise canceling headphones. Visual distractions. So I make sure that there's no clutter on my desk that's going to make me want to start cleaning or dusting before I start working. And then vibe. What would you call this? Vibe check. Like, you want to make sure that you're in a good vibe where you're not going to get interrupted. The door is locked, or people know, don't come in here and talk to me right now because I'm in the middle of this. And you're in a workspace that makes you feel good. Like, you want to feel good about where you're working. I don't do my best work out in public in like a coffee shop area, or certain types of work at least. And so that would be the wrong vibe if I'm trying to write. If I'm trying to write, I need to be locked in a closet by myself, away from the world. And I need to be in a room that feels comfortable and cozy and safe, right? Because writing for me is a process of exploring and being vulnerable, right? So if I'm going to go do emails, I can go to the coffee shop. I can bang through them there. But you want to design that environment for the task. Now, here's the third thing. This is the one that's going to change your life, I promise. You're going to script the fight scene. Script the fight scene. I'm guaranteeing you've never heard this before. So one of my favorite things in writing fiction is scripting fight scenes, because you literally get to imagine in your mind this badass fight between person A and person B. This is why I love action adventure, right? The Matrix and these complicated fight choreographed scenes, or 300 with Leonidas. And I just love choreographing fight scenes. And when you do it right, it just flows and it's seamless, and everybody's on the right mark at the exact right moment. The punch is being thrown, the person's ducking at the exact right spot, right? And you script it out, and then you go and you execute it. So you are about to go into this deep work session, right? You're about to go into the fight. I want you to sit down beforehand, and I want you to script out what that fight's going to look like. And I mean literally script it out. Write it down into a journal. Don't have to write for pages, but write down just maybe a paragraph, a couple lines that says, I'm sitting down for the next 30 minutes and I'm going to bang through this work. I'm going to crush it, and I'm not going to get distracted. I'm not going to get lulled into grabbing my phone the moment I get frustrated, because I know I'm going to get frustrated. I know I'm going to get annoyed, or I know this isn't going to be as easy as I want it to be, because I'm fighting my biological self that wants to be distracted, that wants to seek dopamine. I'm not going to let it. I'm not going to get up and go get water. I'm not going to get up and walk around the room. I'm going to stay here locked in for the next 30 minutes, and all I'm going to do is this thing in front of me. Write it down. Call your shot. Script the fight scene, and then go fight. It's literally that simple. I'm telling you, this is how you program yourself for excellence. You tell yourself what you're going to do, you script it out, and then you just follow the script. You do this, I promise, you're going to get more done in the next 24 hours than most people do in an entire week. So go forth and crush, my friend.